Hi, everyone. Welcome to our new coach call tonight. Tonight is March 31st, and welcome to our new coach call. I'm Shannon Galladay, and every week we have these calls for 30 minutes for brand new coaches to help you get started, and we have a special guest speaker, one of our leaders on our team, who talks on these calls. So welcome, and they're always recorded, so thanks for joining if you're watching the recording. I'm going to share my screen. We have a few announcements that I want to make sure everyone knows about. So here is my screen. Let me pull it up. Congratulations to the top coaches in February. Congratulations, everyone. Woo, woo, woo. So these are the top coaches in February that earned Success Club. I just want to give a shout out every week to the coaches the month before who earned Success Club. Janelle, Nancy, Angie, Hannah, Stephanie, Grace Ann, Tricia, Stacy, and Judy. So congratulations, coaches. Did an amazing job in February. Woo-hoo! And March is ending today, so we'll have a new one next week with all the top coaches in March. So congratulations, coaches. I'd like to give a big shout out to these coaches who did an amazing job, did something awesome in their business today. Congratulations, Jennifer, a busy mom of 4 kids from California. She's a brand new coach on our team. Just joined about 2 months ago, and she became an Emerald coach today. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! Awesome. Another big shout out to Nicole Layton she's from Idaho, and she's a busy mom. She has 7 kids, and she regained her diamond rank back today. Woo-hoo! Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. She regained her diamond rank, and she is using her money from her Beachbody business to go on a cruise tomorrow. So how awesome is that? It's not easy to go on trips when you have a lot of kids and a lot of expenses. So she's using her money from her business to help her and her husband and her sisters going too. So it'll be so fun. I'd also like to give a congratulations to one of the founding coaches on our team, Angie Peterson from North Carolina. She's also a busy mom of 7 kids. She just had a new baby a few months ago, and she officially filed her business as an LLC. So she is the first one besides me to do this on her business. Woo, woo, woo! Awesome. So it's an official business. So exciting. I'd like to shout out the March promotions. These were just announced yesterday, I think. So these are the challenge packs that are on sale in March. Sorry, not March, April. April promotions. Sorry, it should say April. I did this real quick. So these are the April promotions. Hammer and Chisel with Shakeology. Hammer and Chisel with the new performance line is on sale. Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology is on sale for $140, usually $160. It's down to $140. And the Hammer and Chisel ones are on sale. You can get all the details in the FAQs, but these are just what's on sale. The Ultimate Reset is also on sale. So I don't want to spend too much time on that. You can look in your back office, your Coach Online office, for all the breaking news. But I want to turn it over to our guest speaker tonight, Cindy from Utah, who has 11 kids, who is on vacation right now in Washington, who's taking time out to talk to us. So welcome to the call, Cindy. We're excited to hear your story and to hear some training from you. So thanks.
Thank you, Shannon. So I'm excited to be on the call tonight, and it gave me time to reflect about my story and why the topic of being consistent and why it doesn't matter. So it took me some time to go back and think about, so why is consistency important, and why does doing things day by day important? And so it goes right along with my story. So I'll just kind of mix it all together, if that's okay. So my story begins a long time ago. I've been married for 32 years, and like Shannon said, I have 11 children. And when I got married, I was 118 pounds. So that was pretty skinny and just woohoo, good for me. I was 20 years old and got pregnant within our first month of being married. And it kind of went downhill from there. After my first, I lost most everything because I gain anywhere between 40 and 60 pounds with each one of my babies. So I gain a lot of weight. So I lost everything, I think, but about 5 pounds with my first, and then 5 pounds with my second, and then 5 pounds with my third, and so forth until when I was ready to, or after delivered, I think number, I don't know, 7 or 8, I didn't lose anything else. In fact, I probably gained. By the time I delivered my 11th, I was over 200 pounds with baby weight, and went back down to maybe 190, maybe. And it was the heaviest I was ever at in my life. And that was just devastating to me. I tried walking. I tried doing some other in-home videos, and, like Jane Fonda, for those that are old enough to remember Jane Fonda, years ago. My mom let me use them. And so, I tried different things. I tried HCG. I tried all sorts of things, but never was able to maintain or sustain any type of a weight loss. And I thought that that was as good as it was going to get. And I even made the excuse, well, a good grandma is one that's squishy, and that you can, that has, that's fat. In other words, it was just fat. And I thought that that was what it was going to be like for me, because I wasn't able really to do anything. And then I had hip surgery, and then I realized, okay, this is stupid. I couldn't walk, and I couldn't run and do the things that I'd wanted to do with my family. And I'm usually pretty active in my family's life. I go on walks with them. I go field trips, or, I homeschooled for 17 years. So, I was very involved in my family's lifestyle, and now to be debilitated and not being able to do anything was really disturbing to me. And it wasn't until I met Tricia and Shannon at another business retreat, where I was able to be paired up with Tricia in a role-playing situation, and that's when it got personal, because it became not a real role play, but a real situation. Because Tricia said, okay, so Cindy, what are your health and fitness goals? And I started listing some of my health and fitness goals, and then I said, and this is just pretend, this is just not for real. And she got down to the question, and she was treating it real for me. She said, well, why do you want to do that? And I just burst into tears, and I said, because I want to be with my family. I want to do things with my family, but it's not possible. So, this is just pretend. So let's just move on. And she said, no, wait, it can happen, Cindy. And I said, no, it can't. It's not real. It will never happen. And so she helped me see that, yes, it could. She helped me pick out a program, and it was Tai Chang, because of my hip surgery, and that it would help me recover from my hip surgery. So that's where the consistency started, is by picking a program that I could do, that I would feel confident and able to do. And she started me on Shakeology, of course. And day by day, day one, I committed, okay, I'm committed. I am going to do this. So day one I started, and I felt, really? And it was kind of different, odd, okay, I don't know. But I had committed. I'd set a goal. I'm going to do this. And my husband was behind me 100%. And as you know, back 2 years ago, Tai Chang was one of the most expensive programs. So I put in this money investment and said, okay, I'm going to do this. So day one with Tai Chang, I thought, okay, fine. And then, but as I went along, I noticed that I was able to build strength. I built endurance. I could stand on one leg that I hadn't been able to do, especially my hip that I'd had surgery on. I could actually stand on it and have balance, which I couldn't have done. So for me, that was a key right there. I realized, okay, day one is different than day 5 or day 10 or 20 or 30. because it was building blocks to build it each step of the way. One of the other things that Tai Chi did for me in Shakeology is I lost 5 pounds in a month. And that was the first time that I lost 5 pounds and kept it off. And that was important to me.
That needs a woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah!
Thank you.
Awesome.
1 pound is, you got to start with 1 pound. And that was because I did something every day. And I started building confidence and strength, and I was balance and endurance in that first month. So Tricia called to check on me and say, hey, how are you doing? What's, like a normal beginning coach, because I was not going to build a business. I was not going to do anything like that at all. So she said, okay, fine. So she treated me like a real customer, which I was. And then she said, Cindy, how are you feeling? Do you think you're ready to move on to something else? And I said, actually, I am. So after only doing 6 weeks of Tai Chi, I started the 21-day fix. And with that, oh my stars, the first morning that I did the total body cardio, I thought I was going to die, literally. Red face, huffing and puffing, and it was not a pretty sight. And then my husband said, okay, it's time for family prayers, and then called on me to say the prayer. And here I am huffing and puffing through the prayer, trying to breathe. And I thought, well, that's a fine how do you do? Here I thought I'd been working on things day by day, but once again, I was at day 1. And it was important for me to realize that day 1 looks different, once again, than day 21. So I thought, okay, so this is not the end of the game. Day 1 is day 1. So I worked on day 2. And by day 21, I wasn't breathing as hard as I was. I was still struggling, but not as bad. And I wasn't as dying as I was on day 1. And one of the things that I also continued with was I learned more about Shakeology and why it was so important for me, and to use the containers that came with the 21-day fix. And I measured my food and I counted all of my containers, but that started with day 1. So by day 21, I was then able to understand, oh, this is how you eat. This is how you eat vegetables. This is how much I need. Not this, but this. And I was noticing a change in my body and in what I was able to do physically and mentally. So the success of doing 1 day at a time and being consistent, the focus became more on becoming forever fit, not necessarily, different other changes that you look for, numbers and scale or, other things. But it became, okay, let's get forever fit, Cindy. Let's figure out what that means. And it was a 1 day at a time process. So the success of that is that 5 to 6 months later, I lost 40 pounds. I was playing with my children because I still have 4 children at home that I'm still raising, and I wanted to be with my children and doing things with my children. I was sitting on the floor playing Legos with my then 10-year-old daughter. I know.
I love these successes. This is awesome.
Lots and lots of successes. I even went to the swimming pool, and I was the one playing tag and keep away instead of being on the sidelines bouncing up and down because I was too embarrassed to play. I was the one who went off the high dive and was racing the kids to the end of the pool. And now you take it forward 2 years of being consistent day by day by day. I'm now hula hooping with the children in our school play yard. I am running with my kindergartens as they race around playing games. I play hopscotch. I do all these things. I jump rope. My kids even handed me the jump rope and said, here, Mom, show them you can jump rope. So here I am, 53 next month, jump roping with my kids.
Awesome. I love this. Woo!
I don't have a problem anymore. I don't, and doing the 21-day fix now, I don't die, which to me is awesome because, I remember what it was day 1. And now it's day, I don't even know how many. But it's day by day that has gotten me to the point where I'm forever fit. That won't change. It's forever fit. I've now lost almost 50 pounds because I did the biggest slim down. I thought, okay, well, let's go a little bit more. And I did. I'm in size 8 to 10 in clothes. I haven't been in that little of small size for over 20 years.
Woo, woo, woo. Wait, in how many years?
20.
Woo!
Yeah. And it's probably more like 25 or 27 years, something like that. But 20 is pretty good. I'll take 20. And then I have just a real quick story. I teach the 4th graders their math, and we were talking about right angles. And I held up my arm. Let's see if I can get my camera to. I held up my arm, and I said like this. This is a right angle. And one of my 4th grade little boys, and I'm not even flexing, my 4th grade, one of the little boys said, Mrs. Roberts, you have muscle. And I said, you bet, I've got muscle after I flexed. And he was just agape. It was just funny. So
I love that. That's awesome.
Day by day, I have gained muscle, I've gained confidence, I've gained endurance, I've gained ability to do things that I never, ever thought I would do again, ever. I am wearing skinny clothes. I feel awesome. So that's why consistency matters, because it changes. You change every day. And if you're not consistent, then you don't see the results that you want. So you need to continue, whether you are stressed or whether it's hard. Believe me, I've been there, I've done it. It's hard, but it can be done. So that's my story. That's my training. Don't give up. Consistency does matter.
Wow, that was amazing. Great job, Cindy.
Thank you.
Sure, that was amazing. I loved what you said, how day 1 versus day 21. I think that's really important, whether you're talking about a fitness program or with your business. Yeah, we're getting a you're amazing from the audience here. So amazing. Yeah, awesome. But yeah, I think that's important because a lot of times we compare ourselves to other people in fitness or in business. And yeah, you're getting some great comments. You're amazing. You're amazing, Cindy.
Thank you.
Sure. So just taking it every day and comparing yourself to yourself, then you see progress over time. Do you want to tell them a little bit about your progress with your business? Because you're really doing amazing with your business too.
Well, thank you. It took me a while to I guess not really a while, because after I started seeing results, I thought, well, I guess I'd better figure out what this business thing is, because people keep asking me what I'm doing. So that's when I started working with Tricia and Shannon and trying to figure it all out. I became an emerald. To me, was really quick. Because I actually signed up as a coach when I signed up with the 21-Day Fix as a challenge pack. And that was back in April of 2014. And then I was an emerald in May. And then it took me a while to get to diamond, but once again, the consistency is what mattered, because I had to grow the belief that I could become a diamond. And I was in a couple of diamond dashes, and it wasn't until just this last December, the ending of that dash, that I became a diamond. And I think the reason why is because I was finally confident enough or realized enough because of daily actions that I could be a diamond. I could choose to do that. And I have an awesome team of gals underneath me that are just doing awesome things, and some are running faster than me, which is good. Go ahead, run. Heidi, run faster. so it's fun for me to see these gals do things better than me. But I've been able to, I've almost earned $10,000 in this business. And next week it will be 10,000 because, you know, that's just how it works. But to me, that's another awesome deal because I've done some other businesses. I actually closed a business that I was doing because it was putting me further in debt. And this one I don't have any debt with. So it's day by day, invite by invite, conversation by conversation. Once again, consistency wins the game every time.
Awesome. Well, you're amazing, Cindy. Can we open it up for some questions?
Sure.
Okay, great. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute your line or post in the chat box. We'd love to have some questions for Cindy.
Cindy, I have a question.
Sure.
So I don't know if you covered this in the beginning, but how long have you been a coach?
I started coaching in May is when I became an Emerald and decided to really start doing something of 2014. So it's been 2 years.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just wondering.
Yeah, almost 2 years.
How long did it take you to get to your diamond, right?
Yes.
How long did it take you to get to diamond?
Too long. I just became a diamond just in December. So just a couple of months ago.
Okay. That makes me feel good. Because I'm still working on it.
That was one of the other things I did, Kaili, is I compared myself to other gals that got in after me that were already diamond. And I kind of went, what? But once again, it was me deciding that I could be a diamond and that because of my consistent behavior every day, I became a diamond. So don't compare yourself to anybody else but yourself. You'll get there.
Thanks, Cindy.
Yep, I love that. Don't compare yourself to anyone but yourself. That's great. Awesome. Any other questions for Cindy? That was an amazing call. Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. So, Cindy, we like to end these calls kind of like the National Wake Up Call. So, dreaming big here, can you tell us, you know, you talked about how Beachbody's changed your life. So where do you see yourself going forward? Like, what are some of your big goals that you're going for with your Beachbody business?
Oh, dreaming big. This is where I get teary. My big dream is to, this year, to be out of debt. Like I said, with this other business, it took us $18,000 in the hole. Oh yeah, it's bad. And my goal is to be out of debt by the end of the year of that $18,000. So that's one of my, you know, right now big goal. But my other big goal is to earn enough money and be in a position where I can help lots of people to become forever fit and to have, let's see, I wrote down my big goals is by the end of the year to have 100 coaches underneath me on my leg, not necessarily my husband's leg, but on my leg, to be $18,000 out of debt. My husband and I want to have our house paid for within 3 years. And so I do have some big goals.
Awesome. I love those. Well, you're amazing. Thank you for doing this call, even though you're on vacation. So
no worries. I'm glad to do it. Thank you.
Sure. Can we get a picture with you?
Sure.
All right, everyone. Oh, good. Stephanie's there.
Yay, Stephanie.
Yay. Awesome. Okay, everyone. Smile. Wave. All right, let's try one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Cindy. You're amazing. We hope everyone has a great night, and we're going to jump onto the leadership call in about 4 minutes if you want to join us. So Have a great night, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.